Welcome to the Rad Randall Movie Show. I'm your host, Rad Randall, the poster child for ADHD. This is the movie show you go to when the train goes off the rails. Now, if you want two movie shows that are articulate, very well researched, and very polished, I got two great ones for you. We got Jeremy Johns and Chris Stugman. These two are YouTube goats in this niche. You will not be disappointed if you check them out. But if you want to hang out, have a little fun, maybe laugh a little bit, and don't get too hung up on the details, hang out with me. I promise you a rad time. Let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about the Dune series, right? So I read the book first. Alright, I listened to the book on audio, and I watched the 1984 version of the movie, then part 1 and part 2 of the 2000s. Let's talk about the book for just a small moment. It was a great book. It's hard for me to understand what I love about a book. I don't even know what I like yet. I'm just trying things out most of the time. And this was a good one. The author didn't get too hung up on details. Sometimes when they get too detailed and explain things, what shade of this and what little this, they are trying to explain to you so you can paint the picture in your mind of what it is. I get lost, totally gone, out of there. I just can't. I fade off into Jerry's world, and I'm not paying attention to the movie anymore, or the book. Wow, look how crazy I am already. The book, but it was great. They did a great job of encompassing all the characters and let me understand what was going on without doing too much. It was great book. Then I watched the 1984 version of the movie. It was great for all the things that 80s movies are great for. They had practical effects, they had real sets, the actors were just a little over the top, a little too much, and I love that. They overacted just too much, just a little too much. There were weird things in the scene that didn't necessarily have any purpose there or whatever. You'll see when you watch more 80s movies. They put strange things in there that just don't have anything to do with the story. I don't know why they do that, but those are things I love about 80s movies. This one did not disappoint in any way. They did a great job of explaining the story as best they could. They left a few key characters out and several details out. They're trying to fit everything in a 2-hour little window there. They did a good job, in my opinion. When it was all done, they buttoned it up, finished it out just like the book. Good. We know what that is. I'm happy with that. Good stuff. The new Dune movie. So, they spared no expense whatsoever. It's amazing that a movie of this budget and this caliber actually exists this day and age. I'm so grateful for this movie for so many reasons. So, let's start with the director, Denis Villeneuve. He's a Canadian director. I'm not so sure I'm spelling or saying his name right, but he is awesome. That's all that matters. He's the man. The reason why he's the man is because he's old school, man. He believes in building actual sets. Now, I don't know if you know this, but most of the time in the movies that are shot nowadays, it's all about green screen and these big sound stages full of green screen or blue screen, where the actors have to act like there's a person they're talking to, but it's really some dude or dudette standing in a green jumpsuit with a ball on the end of a stick, and these actors and actresses are pulling it off like they're talking to real humans, and it's amazing. But you know what helps an actors is when they actually have a set that they can see and get themselves into character. Oh, I'm in a castle. Oh, I'm here, whatever. It helps a lot. It helps with the scene, it helps with the camaraderie on the set, it helps with the whole, the directing, it helps with everything. And he spared no expense. I watched the behind the scenes on these sets that they built, and what you see on the movie screen is exactly what he built, and it's amazing. So not only did he build great big amazing sets, but he spared no expense with the cast. We're talking about the new guys, the new A-list celebrities that are taking the cinemas by surprise, the whole movie scene, Hollywood by surprise. We're talking about none other than Mr. Timothy Chalamet as the main character, Paul Atreides. His supporting role is Zendaya. We got Mr. Elvis Presley himself, Austin Butler. We have Jason Momoa up in here. And we also have an older guy, but still what I consider a new A-list celebrity because of the Avengers series. We have Dave Bautista. Now, they didn't forget about the old guys. They also have Josh Brolin and the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Christopher Walken as the evil emperor. Sorry, that's all. I don't know what that was. I was trying to do Chris Walken, but it kind of sounded like a horrible William Shatner. My bad.
How dare you?
They did a great job of filling in who Apollo Atreides is, where he came from, who his father was, who his father is to their people, and the move from Caladan to Dune, and how that happened, and why it happened. Little secret here, there was a big coup when they got to Dune, and the whole Atreides, everybody was wiped out, so they thought. But Paul Atreides and his mother lived. You'll see why once you watch the movie. But he now has no family. They're all gone, except for him and his mother. And he get taken in by the Fremen people, which are the people of this planet Dune. But that's basically the first half, all encapsulated in a really cheap, messy fashion. Because that's what I do, cheap and messy. Now, part 2, they did keep escalating the excitement. The action was awesome. The sound scores were amazing. The music scores were amazing, and the acting was great. And man, they just kept the story going and growing, and they kept you right on the edge of your seat the whole time. And I love it. You weren't lost in the story. You knew exactly where the story was going and what was gonna happen. What maybe you didn't know what was gonna happen next, but they did a great job of capturing the story of the movie. And I am so thrilled for that. So many times to watch these movies nowadays, they're full of action and great CG and all this stuff. But at the end of it, someone asks you what it's about, and you really can't give them an answer because we don't know. You don't know. You don't know what the story is. Movies are so weird today. But this one isn't. So, in the second one, Paul Atreides starts realizing who he's going to become. You find out more when you watch the movie what that is. But that being said, they did a great job of building his character, building the battle within him, put a little love connection between these two, which you will see in the movie, and you'll be in there with the fight with him between what his destiny is and who he could be with and how he wanted to be with her and all that things. It's all good. Just check it out. You'll see. And there was just no disappointment in this movie whatsoever, except for the ending for me. But that's only because I ruined it by reading the book first before I watched the movie. I've always been told, do not read the book and then watch the movie. Watch the movie, then read the book, and then it's a lot better. And they were right. Man, my poor wife had to pick me up off the floor because I was in the fetal position, sobbing like a baby. And she had to limp me out of the theater and put me in the car, where I made it home. And I got into bed, and I was crying some more. And then it occurred to me, everybody, the reason why they didn't end the movie the way they ended the book is because the biggest and most genius part of this whole movie, and this director right here, is they left it open-ended so that there can be more story, which means, yes, that's right, everybody, part 3. Oh my gosh. I was so happy after I realized that. I know I'm slow to realize things sometimes. Please bear with me. I warned you. This is the channel or the show you go to when the train goes off the rails. It's because I'm the host, the poster child for ADHD. But it's awesome. Do me a favor, everybody. Hit the like button and subscribe. And please, the person who leaves the first comment on my video I will keep that comment. I'm going to print it out. I'm going to frame it, and it's going to remain on the studio wall here for the rest of the time this channel is on air. So you will be a part of history if the show makes it. So, remember, the world is crazy. People can be crazy, but we're all going to be okay. We always do. That's what humans do. We swing real far, and then we swing back to center, and we all make it, and you're going to make it too. Remember what I always say, don't judge me, I'm just doing my thing, and you do yours. We'll see you on the next one.